So Acts 26, here are a few things that stood out from the passage to me that might be useful for us. Firstly, in verse 19, Paul obeyed his vision from God on the road to Damascus. He preached to anyone and everyone. This is a challenge for us, that we need to do what God has asked us to do. Secondly, verse 22, it says that God protected Paul so that he could carry out the task that God gave him. It doesn't mean that Paul had an easy ride. He faced persecution, imprisonment, mockery and beatings, violence, but he's still alive and he was preaching the good news to the least and the greatest. He's been preaching to prison guards. Now he's preaching to a king. Finally, in verse 24, Festus says, "You're insane. Too much study has made you crazy." At the time, I suppose Paul's words would have sounded crazy. I wonder if anyone has said that to you before when you've preached the good news. Some of us might be like Paul. We might like to challenge, openly share our views, stand up for injustices, preach boldly with words. Others of us may be more in for the long haul, loving a friend, praying continually for them, showing love through action. Some of us may show God's love in a mix of these ways. Sometimes we could compare ourselves to Paul and think that we aren't as adequate, maybe because we're not as radical. But however we are, whatever our personality, our simple direction from Jesus is that we must obey his command to go and make disciples of all nations. So whatever our method, it doesn't matter. We are all valuable in God, our Father's eyes, to show his love and to spread his good news. Thank you.